GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
For me, the role of a wife, the role of a daughter-in-law, it was a new role, and I wanted to do it to the best of my ability.
You've spent almost more than one third of your life, almost half your life with the same person. Emotionally, how distraught were you?
What really is more painful is being in a relationship which is not working for either. I'm like that, I live and let live. So when I know if somebody doesn't want to be with me, fine, don't want to be with me. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me. Relationships don't happen like that. It takes time to build and for it to kind of go downhill. So I could see it. I could feel it. But what's beautiful is we have a child and we are together as parents. That's when the world knew about my separation, and Rianna was still not aware, and I had to tell her. And tell her only because she had to face the world when she came back. I shifted last December into this house. And then I've pretty much been on my own. Me, Boomerang, that's my dog, Golden Retriever, Rianna, my staff. And of course, Timmy keeps coming in and out. My friends keep coming here more than they ever did. It's up to 2 people whether they want to be in there or no. Nobody can try and work it for them. But I tried. But not possible. I'm sure Timmy tried in his own way. Recently, somebody even asked me if we have reconciled and we're back together.
Even I was going to think,
yeah.
that, but is there
because
a point
we're everywhere
where you
together.
Today, as we speak, there are so many celebrities and actors who we complain of being guarded, almost to the extent of like not expressing themselves freely. And then there is Isha Koppikar, who I always had a great conversation with, and it's a travesty that we haven't spoken in a while. So welcoming Isha Koppikar in conversation with me on Galatta, India. Thank you for doing this. But when we were talking about your life, the career after marriage, when did it hit you exactly? Because you were doing films right before that.
Yes.
When did it hit you that suddenly the offers have dried up and the calls
Immediately,
are not...
within 2 years, 1.5 years after marriage, I felt the lull.
How did you take it?
See, I'll tell you something. I was very busy because I also came into a new family. I was in a joint family. It was a new life. And as an actor, you always are used to new roles. And you take each role with, that much of responsibility. And you try to do it to the best of your ability. Every role. So for me, the role of a wife, the role of a daughter-in-law, it was a new role, and I wanted to do it to the best of my ability. So that was the only film right at that time for me. So I did that. But when I was doing that, I lost out on this. Not intentionally. If I would have got something, I would have done it. But I guess I got too absorbed. But meanwhile, alongside this, I also started my own hospitality concern.
Yeah.
Because for the love of food, I started that. And it really, we have a cloud kitchen today. And I've been since 2000, 9, 10, we started in 11, 12. Yeah, so almost 10, 12 years now.
Wow.
We got badly hit during COVID. Badly. We almost took a dive and again just got our heads up.
But you were known to do that, so that's fine.
Kitni baar, yaar.
Yeah, that's
I
not a
know.
problem.
Every time you fall, you rise. But
when you speak about this, that you've always been a person who's valued relationships in every form, professionally, personally. You said this so beautifully that you got so absorbed that sometimes it didn't matter because you had your child also, and then you got absorbed with the life.
Yeah, then the new role, mother's role.
Absolutely. But when a relationship doesn't work, how do you deal with it? Because this is not like a a random relationship of 2, 3, 5 years. It's you've spent almost one third, more than one third of your life, almost half your life with the same person. Emotionally, how distraught were you?
See, it takes a piece of you. It takes a toll on you. But I'll tell you what really is more painful is being in a relationship which is not working for either. I think a lot of us have this habit because of society to hold on and to save. Yeah, if you can save something that is, if it's worth it, and if there's something in there for you to save, then save it. If you feel that in any way either of you are, there's an issue in the growth of that person, and you are instrumental, whatever the growth may be, whether it's good for him or not, you are nobody. You don't rule his life. You didn't create him. I'm like that. I live and let live. So when I know if somebody doesn't want to be with me, fine, don't want to be with me. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me.
But was it a painful decision at that point? When did you realize this? How long did it take you
It took,
to process?
the relationships don't happen like that. It takes time to build and for it to kind of go downhill. So I could see it, I could feel it. But what's beautiful is we have a child, and we are together as parents.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think it's very mature to think like that, because a child doesn't want, whether you are together or whether you're not together, what children don't want to see is their parents fighting. That's traumatic for them. So we never really had fights. Neither was he, nor we never really had fights. But we just knew that we had to move on.
But when you speak about this, I saw this where you spoke wonderfully about co-parenting, right? And then you guys go out, meet each
Yeah, we
other.
go for holidays.
Absolutely.
We go for dinners. We celebrate festivals together. In fact, now Diwali, this is the first Diwali. Rianna is not here, but she'll come back tonight, late tonight. She's gone to Japan and Korea because she wanted to go to Japan and Korea. This K,
K-pop.
pop, K beauty, K this, K that, everything K. So she was like, so she's gone for 10 days. She's back tonight. There's nothing else. And, we go stay there. Timmy comes here. So it's because what is important is now you're not alone. You have a child. So you have to think about the child. Otherwise, don't bring that child into this universe, into this world. Once you've got the child, you need to build your life around the child. Whatever you do has to be, child shouldn't suffer. And Timmy and me are very clear.
Which is why it's been so amicable, right? Because other separations have and could take an ugly turn. Yours have not. And great, kudos to both of you. But when you have a child, it's also added responsibility, right? Because your child is only 10 years old, and today's 10-year-old kids, they understand a lot more than us when we were 10 years old, because they're
Yes.
also they are aware of what is happening. They are
Yes.
more exposed, they have
Yes.
access. Of course, they will get to read things even if you
Yes.
don't want it.
Yes.
How do you manage that? Does that become
I
difficult, or
speak
does
the
she
truth.
understand?
I do not mollycoddle her. I speak the truth. I tell her facts. I probably sugarcoat it because she's only 10. So I can't call a spade or a spade a shovel. My nature is that. I have to be a little careful about how I put things across. But I don't give her wrong information. I don't mislead her, because there was this little piece in the newspaper when Rianna and me were traveling. We were in Dubai, and that's when the world knew about my separation, and Rianna was still not aware, and I had to tell her. And because tell her only because she had to face the world when she came back, and school, her friends, And I exactly told her how to react, exactly told her what was the problem. I told her, I spoke to her about how she should address it, and she exactly did that. She went through her bit. Like I said, even in that interview, she's come out of my womb. My journey is her journey. She has to go through it. It's sad, but she'll, the good times and the bad. You can't just say that I'll only be there for the good times, right? Unfortunately, she's so young. But I will not say unscathed. I'm sure somewhere it has affected her.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can't see it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But it could be there somewhere. I don't know.
Is she a child who bottles emotions, or
No.
is
She's
she?
like very, very. Uh, I've told her that. I've told her. It's very clear that Rianna, you cannot. You have to share everything with Mama. I don't judge her.
Absolutely.
I will not, because the minute you start judging your child is when the child starts hiding things
And stops sharing.
and stops sharing. So I don't judge her. I talk to her like a friend, like a sister. And she calls me bro.
Listen, this is a problem. My niece, 12-year-old, calls me bro.
Are, she calls you a bro, na? You're a bro, you're a boy. How calling a mother a bro?
My mother, my sister is also bro. My brother is something. Bhai, yar. My father is yar. Hey, Deepu, yar. She'll do this. It is a
Oh,
fact.
how old is she?
12.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm right now, brother, please. She'll do this to me because I'm done with bro. But no, coming back to that good that you have that equation.
I
with
have that
her.
equation with her.
But do you sometimes also feel that you have to overcompensate with emotions to make sure, because she's 10, she's in her formative years, she will be in her formative years, so on and so forth. Kids who come from broken families, they have a very different idea towards love, and the parents are always trying. I've seen parents trying to make sure that their idea of love, relationship of any kind, doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't get diluted because of the experience as a child. Is that a thought that you also have on, and he also has, both of you as
No.
co-parents?
No. I know, I completely understand what you're saying, but now I'm thinking of how to frame what I need to say. No. Rianna has a destiny. Rianna has a nature. Rianna has her character. I can only mold it. I don't want to infuse and force her to believe something
Yeah.
that would change her character, because her destiny is different from mine. Get it?
Absolutely.
I'm of a certain character, and my destiny, my journey is different. Her character, her destiny is different. I don't tell her whether getting into a marriage, getting into a relationship, marrying, boyfriend, whatever, all these things, because today children are growing up so fast.
Yeah.
Me at 10, I was a dumbo, dud, had no information. I would have collapsed if I'd seen my parents separate. Rianna is really brave. But, well, what I tell her, the only thing I tell her, be independent in thought, have your own house, have your own bank account. You will not marry someone for security. You will marry someone to give, not to ask. You will marry someone to share. Marriage is not a business transaction.
True.
This is what I teach her. I was very independent financially. I've always been emotionally and spiritually independent too. That's how I've been raised. This is what I tell Rianna too. Probably that's why it was a little easier for me. A lot of people stay
I was
into
gonna say that.
relationships because they're not secure themselves.
Financial independence
Not
is
only
possible.
financial, emotional, spiritual. Financial, yes, but I feel you should be able to hold yourself and stand up on your own. And that is your nature. That is you, your being. That doesn't only come from finance or a financial, background. Yes, it is very important. I will not deny that. And I tell her, because all this, she's not going to understand the spiritual and emotional bit right now. She's too young for all this. But I also feel that you have to be resilient. You have to be strong. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. You have to be content and happy on your own.
Absolutely.
And your happiness and your contentment should not depend on somebody else.
Absolutely. That's the most important
And
thing.
that is not only for relationships, that is also work related.
Absolutely.
You cannot be defined by anything
No, it's for everything.
or nobody.
It's for everything.
Because you don't work for a year, 2 years, you'll be finished. If your work defines you, you'll be finished. You could be financially stable, secure, have a house, everything, but you'll be finished because you don't have work. And if you are finished, हम हैं तो जहाँ है.
That's true.
अगर आप ही नहीं हो तो किसको फर्क पड़ता है?
Everybody is
और एक गया.
replaceable and
या धरती का
easily
मतलब और एक
forgetful.
बोझ खत्म. Who cares? Everybody is forgotten, na? So I just feel that this is the only thing I teach Rianna. I teach Rianna that just be. I tell her, if people ask you what you want to be in life, say happy. So she said that to a teacher at school, and the teacher was impressed. She's like, I've never got an answer like this, Rianna. I said, yeah, my mama taught me. Rianna, what do you want to be? Happy. Because you have everything, you're still not happy. You have nothing, you're still not happy.
That's true. But today you guys have inculcated that friendship between the two of you,
Yes,
right? You and
yes.
Your ex-husband. Initially,
Timmy. Call him Timmy.
Okay, I'm gonna call him Timmy. Between you and Timmy, there's a lovely friendship which you're speaking about, right? Did it take you some time to come to that?
Yes,
because
it
you were
did.
also hurting, right?
Yes, because there's so much of
Anger?
water and a lot of what is that under the bridge? क्या है?
Water under the tunnel, the
Under-
bridge, yeah.
Bridge, हाँ. So बहुत है ना water under the bridge. वो पानी थोड़ा निकल जाए. But again, it's the container. बोलते ना, I read a lot of spiritual things. I'm very spiritual. So it's a container that gets affected with all that resentment, all those negative emotions, all that anger, all that bitterness, all that alana, falana, damaka, which is negative. Who is getting affected? Isha's soul. And I have told myself that nothing in this world is going to change my being. I'm not going to lose myself because of anybody or anything. So when I've said that to myself,
You can't go back on your own words.
so then I have to niklo, resentment out.
But how long did it take you to reach this level of maturity emotionally and spiritually, to be very honest?
Only as on this front or generally in life?
No, on this front, because this is very difficult.
8 months, 7 months, 6 months, 5 months. I don't know. I shifted last December into this house. And then I'm pretty much been on my own. Me, Boomerang, that's my dog, Golden Retriever, Rianna, my staff. And of course, Timmy keeps coming in and out. My friends keep coming here more than they ever did. And I have a rocking bunch of friends and a great family.
That's what you need.
My mom, dad, brother,
That gives you strength.
and my friends. They are like solid. I have a few friends, 3, 4 of them. Solid. So they were there for me.
But was it difficult for you to break the news to them?
No, they knew. From the day that I knew, they knew. So that's it. Because it's like 30 years of friendship. आज कहाँ मिलता है 30 years of friendship? आज के time पे बहुत कम ना. So they're like family for me. I can't even call them friends. They're my family. So they were there when I moved in. They helped me move in. They set up everything for me. Each one had one dedicated job. Yeah, literally. So they helped me, and they literally come here and they are here, and then I have to kick them out and say, get out now, dude, go to your own house. This has become like a party zone where you're sitting right now.
Lovely.
So they come, chill, we listen to music, we hang. We share our lives experiences. All of us are same. All, our life mantras and mottos and all are pretty much the same level.
No, I remember that there's this saying that you need to have such friends and family, right, in
Yes.
life.
Yes.
I remember I had done this interview with Malaika, and again, it was a conversation like this where she said that initially, when she had decided, because it was the same, right? Friendship, too many familial connections, all of that. People were like in the family, they were close to the partner as well. So when there's a relationship that breaks, it doesn't affect just one person. Like marriage is a two families, it sort of affects so many people.
Yes.
She said that a lot of people around me, even my close ones, initially were like taken by a surprise and they wanted me to work on it only till they realized that it is something that cannot be done
Not
for the
working.
happiness of both of us. Is it the same with both of you?
Yeah, including my family. They all said try. But I'll tell you something. However much anybody tries, it's up to two people whether they want to be in there or no. Nobody can try and work it for them. But I tried. But not possible. I'm sure he tried in his own way.
Does that also mean that you have closed doors on love
No.
completely? Would you be open to the idea of falling in love again?
Yes. Why not? Love is such a beautiful thing. Why would I not be open to falling in love? But marriage, I don't know right now because it's too soon. But I don't want to show this side of me to Rianna. You know what I mean? I don't want. One bad experience doesn't change the rule. I mean, doesn't make everything bad. There's such beautiful marriages.
Yeah.
So one experience, and I don't want to call it good or bad. I mean,
No,
it's
yours
just
was
a
also
journey.
beautiful
It's
till it
karmic.
lasted.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
all karmic, I feel.
If it wasn't beautiful, it wouldn't be this easy to come to a juncture where you guys are actually co-parenting and co-parenting so
Yes, and
beautifully.
like recently somebody even asked me if we've reconciled and we're back together.
Even I was going to think,
Yeah,
gonna ask you
yeah.
that, but is there
Because
a point
we're
where you
everywhere
can?
together. And you don't see couples like that after
Yeah.
a divorce. Not
Yeah.
so much together.
Yeah, yeah. Even I was going to come to that.
Yeah.
Is there a chance, like, where you might think of?
I've not thought of it, but I don't know. I've not asked him either. But right now, I think it's too soon, and I don't know. We're together in it for Rianna. I'm very clear.
The beauty of being Isha Koppikar is that you are strength and vulnerability in equal measure. That's why I introduced you like that, because you are one of those people who doesn't hide your emotions. If you don't like something, you will say it. If you love somebody, you will say it. If there's something that is going wrong, you will say it. If there's something that's absolutely right, you would say it. Don't hold back. I think there needs to be more in the breed, and hopefully there will be more, because your daughter and my niece and all this generation, they're exactly like us, and they're going to normalize this, because for them this is actually normal. You are not considered different in this generation, and I hope and pray that you get everything you deserve in life, professionally, personally, emotionally, and spiritually. And thank you for this lovely chat.
Thank you so
because
much.
we don't really have such conversations anymore in today's times. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. But I don't know if it's good to be so
It is.
expressive and real in today's times.
It is.
But that's what I am. I mean, take it or leave it.
Thank you so much.
See you.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.